Should historic sites be preserved, restored, or renovated? Untermyer Gardens is a historic garden in Yonkers, New York. Originally created in the early 20th century by the renowned lawyer Samuel Untermyer, by the 1930s they were known as the greatest gardens in America. Designed by the famous architect William Bosworth, who was inspired by ancient Persian precedents, the gardens took up 150 acres and were open to the public for one day each week. On a single day in 1939, 30,000 people visited the gardens. Untermyer wanted to turn his gardens into a public park by giving them to the city. However, after his death, the gardens deteriorated over the years due to a lack of funding, and much of it was abandoned, overgrown, or destroyed by vandalism. In 2011, architect Steve Burns founded the Untermyer Gardens Conservancy. Over the past years, the Conservancy has restored many parts of the garden by recreating what was there in its heyday. In other areas, the Conservancy has decided to use a more creative approach to renovation by preserving some of the damage that the park has suffered over the years. For example, the former gatehouse to the estate had been completely covered with graffiti during the years the gardens had been abandoned. Rather than erase or paint over the graffiti, the Conservancy decided to preserve it and transformed the old gatehouse into an open-air, ruined garden. It's a reminder that even though the park suffered many decades of abuse and neglect, that period is nevertheless part of its history, and reclaiming and replanting a destroyed place is always possible.